A student asked if one has to use ChatGPT, and there are alternatives. This was tested in ChatGPT, and it now works fairly well in ChatGPT. It does give you a lot more data than you might have preferred. I put it into ChatGPT. It won't generate the plot unless you tell it to, so yes, you should tell it generate a plot. It will get you a plot. See what it pulls up, and that's a good chart. That's a good chart. It's got some small issues, but that's close. This should be probably 78, not 85. But and you can even tell it to make a presentation that you can download, and you can do that from here. Or you can build a presentation yourself. But it's giving you the basics here. I think it's got the right sample size 89. No, I think okay, that's right. Let's pull up all the data. I guess that is right numbers. I was thinking differently. But in any case, we got that 2, 3. P-value is a little different than what I get manually, but I think it's using a Welch's t-test for unequal variances, a little bit more advanced than what we use. And so let's put some stuff together. And now you have to move these to slides, basically. Now there are other alternatives that you could use, and that's what I wanted to tackle here. You could take this one over to Gemini. Gemini.google.com. That's another one of these AIs. Gemini.google. And you can try pasting it in. But notice the table doesn't paste in. You cannot paste in the table. The table will not paste in. So when I go to do this, Gemini will run through it. And it will take some time to get it to an answer. But it's now generated, well, that's not the right chart at all. And it's still running its way through. So it's having trouble even this time generating it. And earlier on, in an earlier run, it generated this is an earlier run I ran of the same thing. It's done an incorrect chart. It's got the two charts at the same height. So Gemini by itself can't understand the table format. But you could switch to a spreadsheet. You could lay out a spreadsheet that looks like this, except that in the college accounts you can't run Gemini. So what I did is I switched to my personal account, which has Gemini in it. Personal accounts have Gemini, the college account doesn't. You'll notice I've put in the trees as a table only. I've copied and pasted. So let me do that again so you can watch what I did. I did sheets.new, clicked here, pasted everything in. I went to the first row, Control-C, copy. Then I got rid of these two rows. Now I have the data table. Now I go to Gemini, and I paste, remember I copied it, I paste that in to Gemini, and then I've got to go down and tell it what I want. Might need to make my window a little bigger. Gemini's having trouble with the size of my window. I go down here and I press enter, bring that back in. It's automatically figured out that I want to analyze the data from A1 to B21. And this is a little hard to read. Let's make it bigger. If I go back up, I kind of want that to disappear. So let's bring that down, down, down. Don't mind me. That's the correct chart there. So Gemini does get the correct chart if you run it from a personal account and you give it the data in a table in a spreadsheet. It has gotten the exact answer that you would get if you did this manually using a t-test. Those are the correct t-statistics and p-values, and it gets the correct result. So the two systems both give a correct result This is the Introduction to Statistics solution, the MS-150 solution. It does not take into full account the unequal variances. That's the standard deviations are not the same. And so the ChatGPT one, which has used a more advanced Welch's t-test for unequal variances, is a little bit more precise. But the result is the same. It's statistically significant. This is an educational exercise. Simply a chance to use these. You don't have to use AI, but it's a chance for both you to learn about how you can sometimes do statistics in AI. It's also an opportunity for me to learn some of the problems that will arise. ChatGPT is now responding to my prompt differently than it did 2 months ago, and I've had to re-engineer the prompt. So work this out, see what you can turn in from it. I know this is a confusing part of the curriculum, but AI is new and we're all learning to use it at the same time. And both of these answers are good, solid answers. They are statistically, as far as I'm able to analyze, they are both statistically correct. They're doing a good job of getting the right answer. You will have to learn how to use AI in your working life ahead of you. So do what you can with this data exploration and get it turned in. You can do it manually if you want to. You can use ChatGPT. You can use Gemini, but you're going to have to do Gemini using within a personal account spreadsheet, because the college accounts don't have a if you have a Gemini button, you can do Gemini from it. If you don't have this, then you wouldn't be able to use Gemini. Gemini is Google's AI. It's like ChatGPT. There are many, many others you could probably throw this into. That's all I wanted to cover today. I hope that helps. My apologies. This particular assignment is somewhat confusing, but it is the very, very first time we've ever used AI in this course. Thank you for watching.